We did it. Come on.
There's something I've been wanting to share with you. If now's a good time. It's difficult to put into words. I think it might be easier to just show you. Use the tadpole. The connection. Come into my mind. I'm sure. I trust you. How I came to be who I am. How I found my way to Lady Shah's embrace. I don't remember how it started, only how it ended. I was fleeing. She asked my name. I can't remember what I said. I can't remember anything before those words. All I know is she saved my life and gave me a new home with Lady Shah. It hurts. That's all I remember. Normally I'd agree, but with you, it's getting easier by the moment. Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them. After all, what I shared with you about my past, about being saved from the wolf, that is not something I would normally even dream of sharing. I suppose some would commend our actions. Goblins would have razed that whole place to nothing if it weren't for us. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with.
We did it. Come on.
Oh shit.
I need a quick word.
คุยกับเซิร์ฟเวอร์ดีกว่าทาร่าอย่างเดียว
We're ready to head to your camp. Are you?
Just give the word.
โอเคเดี๋ยวเราไปคุยกับฮาว
These
ติน
books
คุ
have
ยกับ
seen everything.
You'll need to break campfires. Remember, find the river and
โอ้
follow it downstream.
ต้องรอขึ้นไม้หมด
Elminster's not around, so might as well. Let's explore.
What to do? How much farther
แล้ว
can
เรา
I
ใช้
go?
อันช็อตเลสได้
Grab your bags. We're moving.
Better than nothing.
Eldrell didn't want us, and those druids sure as hell didn't either. But you risked your life for us.
Yeah.
You are.
I told you I wasn't afraid. Those goblins look tiny.
ตากี
It smells bad out here. I want to go home. I left my sword in the cave. Don't tell, but I don't want to touch it again.
Bah! At your age, I'd already spilled my own cousin's blood. Face your fear, or it will devour you.
เมื่อกี้ล่วงรัวๆเลยนะเรเซลอะ
We did it.
Back to packing.
Come on. Give me a kiss.
เอา
Hold still. I'll kiss you when you stop bleeding, you
มีคน
lump.
ตายไป2 คนปะ
I'm your lummox.
Yes, you are. Now, stop squirming.
ใครตายบ้าง
If there's fighting, you run, and you do not stop. For anything.
Gods. It seems we might actually make it to the city now. Hope the neighbors are a bit more welcoming.
You were stupid to come back.
เอา
But I'm glad you did.
I have something to ask.
If we get separated...
I'm glad you didn't die. No discounts once I'm running the wider Baldur's Gate mind. Everyone looks so tired. You should have let me help.
ก็หยิบได้โดนไม่โดนหาว่าเป็นครูไหนไม่มีอะไรคิดอยู่
Thank you. Truly. You've given us a chance. We'll make good on it.
Still alive. Still alive. Thank you.
But there's 2 more boxes after this one.
เอา
You saved us! Just like Baldy Ron!
On to Baldur's Gate. And if they slam the gate on us, we'll bloody well knock it down.
That was fun. I want to stomp more of the small, dirty 2 legs.
มีวัว3 ตัวกีรามาส
We made it somehow. Now we just need to get to Baldur's Gate.
The younglings are a nuisance. But the road would not be the same without them. Thank you.
That was too close. Timora, smile on us.
Hold still. I'll kiss you when you stop
We couldn't have held them back on our own. Thank you.
พวกเดียวกับเขาเราหรือว่าเราไม่ได้เป็นขโมยแล้วใช่ไหมโลแลนด์
All that fuss and for what? I barely call that a fight.
เอา
Glad to see some goblin blood spilled for a change. Was sick of running from those rats.
The road to Baldur's Gate will be easy compared to that. Thanks for keeping these.
อารอนดีกว่าดูอารอนดีกว่า
By the trees. I don't know what I dreaded more. The goblins or being stuck here with Korga for the rest of my days. But you've solved both those problems in one go. As am I. And I'm sure those poor refugees would quite agree. Of course. May you keep balance.
ไปบอลเลอร์เกตแล้วพวกนี้ฮะอยากมาหาออฟฟินก่อนออฟฟินอยู่นี่
I beg your forgiveness, Master.
Beg Sylvanus, not me. You took it upon yourself to undertake the rite of thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
An error most grave, Master. I beg your grace.
Grace is bestowed by nature, not me. You will stay as a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the Druids, the natural order of things. It is up to you to prove the lessons have been learned once more.
So as you say. And so it is done, Master.
She shows great insolence. But time will humble her. And the Grove still needs her. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. Soon. Remember the dangers I told you about. There'll be plenty of time to face them. Take tonight to rest, recuperate, celebrate. Tomorrow, I'll join your camp, so I can help with the trials yet to come.
Strength in the shadows. May Sylvanus forgive me.
At least you recognize your mistake. This is a beginning.
This is only the beginning. An army soon crosses the coast. With Halcyon back, at least the Grove might stand a chance. And we've you to thank. Oh, you smell it?
The monsters are gone, and the air is fresh with new beginnings.
I wasn't sure about you at first. Thought you might be trouble. I was very wrong.
You done it. You brought Halcyon back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanus bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. As am I. The grove will be whole again. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours. Come, boy. It's all right.
ดูรูปหมาป่าอ๋อ
I think it's high time you all left. Our sacred grove has sheltered you enough.
Within the inner sanctum, of course. It is not for us to fight your battles.
Make it quick. You're disrupting the harmony of this holy place.
ยังเป็นสลิมเหรอเนี่ยเดี๋ยวฉลองที่ค่ายเดี๋ยวรูนั้นมันใส่ยังไงวะนี่ไง
A parasite. Take it. It might be useful.
Don't mind if I do.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how. You are not ready. That's all right. But try to overcome this resistance sooner rather than later. It will make things much easier for you.
Better not be cursed.
อยู่ไหนอะรูนล่าสุด
You know, if that parasite isn't to your taste, I'd be happy to consume it in your stead. I don't relish the thought, but if you're going to just leave it sitting in your pack, well, one of us should try it. Oh, I have my reservations, no question. First of all, it looks disgusting. Second, there's a non-zero chance that it'll turn me into a purple glistening monster. But if it doesn't, who knows what kind of power we could unlock. And power is always worth a little risk.
ไม่เอาอะ
Ah, so that's how it is. A pity. Because if you continue to get between me and what I want, I will have to find a way through you. Just something to think about.
Well, well.
Bạn mình à.
Anything of use?
แต่กันไม่น่ามีครับออกทางความสดเศร้ารังไม้อาหาร
A beautiful glaive. So why does touching it give me a knot in my stomach?
ออกนี้ให้ใครใช้อ่ะเชอร์ฮาร์ดปะหรือว่าแอสตาเลียนดีแอสตาเลียนไม่ดีไม่เคยใช้มันถือสองมืออ่ะอยากให้ชาโดว์ฮาร์ดมันนี่ใช้ได้ปะใช้ได้ย้ายชาโดว์ฮาร์ดถือโล่
Is that blood? No, never mind. Let's see.
Mural. It shows dark justiciars. Another sign of their presence. Shah's blessings upon you.
เอาไม่ใช่ใครที่เราต้องคุยด้วย
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Fine. What's on your mind?
จะพึ่งกันทำไมวะนะเปลี่ยนเสื้อเกลก่อน
Of course.
If there's fighting, you run, and you do not stop. For anything.
I can do that.
All right. What now? What's up for discussion?
เอาแล้วใครขึ้นก่อนนะ
We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Excellent. Lead the way.
Have a drink.
I'm fine.
No,
an Albert.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy. Not everyone. We lost people, and it's like they don't even care. But I care. And I won't drink myself into a stupor to change that.
Need to find a way forward.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with good potations, too. Fuck yes! I'm celebrating my freedom, and our friendship, and these folks' bright future besides. All I need now is a fire-retardant lover to get lost in till sunrise. Not so much. You spend the whole time avoiding swords and schemes. Plus, people just get nastier as the night wears on. I tried to make friends at first. Learned my lesson fast. Better to keep to yourself in hell. I like you too. A lot. I'm sure you know that by now. Oh, God. You know I want that more than fucking anything. I'll come find you when the others have gone to bed. Wait up for me, all right? Yes.
ปรับปาร์ตี้ก่อน
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me? It's quite a bottle. I liberated one of the finer vintages earlier. Best enjoyed someplace private, I think. We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off. Not tonight.
Spilled my pints.
Not like you, Nick.
How about...
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful. Enjoy myself. There's a worm in my brain, hunters on my trail, and all I've got to drink is wine that tastes like vinegar.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? By the hells. Sex. Passion. Fun. It's easy for some. You and Shadowheart seem to have a connection. It looks very sweet. Not what I'd call passionate or interesting, but sweet. No, my love. You and Shadowheart can get up to whatever you want. It means nothing to me. But you go ahead. Have fun.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
I like these people. They're joyful. It's contagious.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Nyogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness.
I smell their blood on you still. I smell your moisture. A glorious reward for a glorious battle. Go on, have your fun. And do not wipe away a single bead of sweat. It's intoxicating.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Go on now, don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll have plenty of time together on the way to Moonrise. In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on. I'm sure there are. You strike me as extremely resourceful. But there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. I must not keep you all to myself, as enjoyable as that may be. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Just a moment.
Vira.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? Fitting. You're braver than half this camp combined. That deserves to be remembered.
Planning to share the last of that wine?
No. Right. Hearts a quiver.
Beautiful night, don't you think? Nothing like a brush with destruction to make one appreciate the majesty of a celestial canvas. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion, though definitely unaccompanied by such revelry. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight. Oh, not everyone is comfortable being alone with their thoughts. Though I never felt alone with a book in my hand, or with her for company. I speak of Tara, my Tressym, assistant, my constant companion through all the ills and tribulations my hubris has thrust upon me. She'd been most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently. After I was afflicted with my condition, and locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. I'd given up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. After so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve. Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though somewhat held back by her lack of opposable thumbs. You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you, an unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish she were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope. Very funny. But as we all know, nymphs are sticklers when it comes to their bathing routines. You, my friend, haven't been near a fresh spring in a 10-day or more. Not that I don't appreciate your musk. Actually, rather like it. Well, this seems as good a time as any for me to stop babbling on. Were I to recite that list, I fear we'd be here at dusk tomorrow. Many things, I assure you. But a conversation better saved for another time. With my condition as volatile as it is, I fear any undue excitement may tip it over the edge, so to speak. Go. Indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. No. I'm deeply proud of you. A touch less so of myself. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Horns this sharp will pop the balloons, you see, and the guests won't take kindly to scars quite so monstrous. I feel spikes beginning to sprout in places they really shouldn't. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. I'm afraid my feet are firmly planted to the ground this evening. Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
You recall how I love you very dearly.
Yes?
Are you planning? Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
I need to dance! No. No, I need to lie down.
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
The moment we hit the city, let's look like you need it.
Can't wait for bedtime. See you soon.
There's nothing more satisfying
นี่เรากับคาแหละใช่ไหม
Don't forget our little agreement. As soon as things quiet down here...
Seems simple enough.
The buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Your hand was sought by several, but there is only one night ahead. Whose company will you seek? At least for tonight.
Alex แล้วกันเดี๋ยวไปกัน
Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
Hey, you soldier. I think everyone's asleep. May I? Hello, you. I've been waiting for this all night. Isn't it mad? How good life is. Thank the gods. I was afraid I was the only one. 10 years is a long time to be trapped in the hells. 10 years without a kind word, a touch. When I look at you, I feel real again. Alive. Gods, I want to ride you till you see stars. I'm sorry. I shouldn't tease you, or myself. I'd give anything to touch you, but I can't. Not until I can be sure I won't burn you.
Oh.
Sleep on it, maybe. If you've thought of something by morning, I'd love to know. For now, it's enough just to know you care enough to try.
Oh.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done. Moonrise Towers beckons. I've told you all I know, and now I'll join your camp to help you face whatever's to come. With luck and the Oak Father's blessings, we might actually survive. Are you ready? Onward then. We'll speak soon, I'm sure.
นี่ส่งแรกปะไม่ได้ส่งแรกหรือมีส่งแรกวะดีกว่าเป็นหน้ามากัน
Oh, hi. If you have any ideas, I'm all for it. Give me all you've got.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something? Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. After all, what I shared with you about my past.
In case 8
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Speak. It is done.
Oakfather's blessings to you. I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say. Hopefully. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. I sent a bird to summon her. Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Contrary to how some think of us, we druids can play politics when necessary. There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same. Perhaps. But best to not dwell on nights past. There are plenty more yet to come. With such stimulating company? Never better. You wish to speak? It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow-cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise. But the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better. Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found. Aradim was convinced there was a hidden entrance in the Temple of Selûne. I'd start there. Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years. But to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source. Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said. Miss it? Oh dear, no. It's a terrible burden. Takes you away from nature and forces you to deal with others' problems and personalities. Be wary of anyone who actually wants such a role, I say. Likely they don't understand it, or they have ill intent. I'm just glad to be out here amidst the Oakfather's creations. You wish to speak?
Always a delight to speak with you. What can I do? With pleasure. Lead on.
Well met.
You wish to speak? Missed me. I'm just glad to be out here amidst the Oak Father's career. We have to get to Moon Press. Aaron.
Don't touch me. To it!
Eager for battle.
Your desire.
Let's get going. Breathe deep and move.